Hello students, myself Grishma Dalal from Faculty of Pharmacy, Dr. Subhash Technical Campus. This is the continuous video of my last lecture, Filtration 1.3 Pharmaceutical Engineering. Right? In this lecture, we are going to study deeply about factors that affect the filtration process. Let us go one by one. First is property of the liquid. These properties highly affect the rate of filtration like density, viscosity, corrosiveness, right? Second is property of the solid. If there are solids, right? Then what is the particle shape, particle size distribution, rigidity or compressibility of solid under pressure, and tendency of particle to flocculate or adhere together, right? These are the most important parameters that can affect the filtration rate. Third is proportion of solid. How much proportion is present inside the liquid that you are going to filter. That also affects a lot, right? And fourth is objective, whether the solid or liquid or both are to be collected. What is the objective of your filtration process? And last but not the least, temperature of the suspension, right? Temperature is also highly important. We will see in detail some of the factors. The first important factor is surface area. The overall understanding that is required in case of surface area is that the rate can be increased. You can increase the rate of filtration either using larger filter or connecting a number of small units in parallel. You can increase the size of the equipment that you are using, right, so that the surface area increases. As the surface area increases, you can increase the rate of filtration. You must have performed the practical of filtration in your laboratory, right? Now, as you can see here, whatever I have written, there is one filter equipment that works on this process, that is known as filter press. Filter press works on principle of connecting the units in parallel, pleating the filter paper or using pleated funnel, increasing the effective surface area for filtration. So try to understand this. The bigger the surface area, the higher is the rate of filtration. The next factor affecting is pressure drop. Pressure drop across the filter medium. Whatever the medium you are using, if pressure drop is applied, then you can easily change the rate of filtration. Rate of filtration is ideally directly proportional, right, to the overall pressure drop across the filter medium and filter cake, and this can be achieved in various ways, right? So pressure drop can be achieved in, number one is gravity. A simple method of obtaining a pressure difference is maintaining a head of slurry above the filter medium. This means that by applying, keep on dropping your slurry onto the filter medium creates a sort of pressure, right? That overall creates a pressure difference. The pressure develops depending on the density of the slurry. As a rough guide, a head of 10 meter of water creates a pressure difference of 100 kilopascals, which means gravity is the best way to create a pressure drop across the filter medium. The next is applying pressure, right? The most common method of obtaining a pressure difference is applying a pressure on the surface of the slurry, that is pumping the slurry onto the filter, right? So this is another way. The pressure difference obtained by this method is greater than that is achieved by reduced pressure. Industrial plant may be operated at pressure of up to 1500 kilopascals, which you need to remember. However, in early stages of filtration, pressure difference should be less. This is to prevent the pores of filter medium from clogging or plugging, which subsequently increases resistance to the flow, right? So it is a method, it is a way to get a pressure drop, but sometimes it can create problems like clogging and plugging, so you need to be careful, right? Next is reducing pressure. So as I talked in applying pressure, sometimes reducing pressure is also used. The pressure underneath the filter medium may be reduced below atmospheric pressure by connecting the filtrate receiver to the vacuum pump. Vacuum pump is an excellent choice, excellent method of reducing the pressure. This creates a pressure differential across the filter. This factor has limited application because pressure difference of about 100 kilopascals may be achieved. You can see that, right? So the limitation is here, reducing pressure limit is limited for creating 100 kilopascal, right? Reduction of pressure lowers the boiling point of the liquid so that it is possible for the filtrate to boil in the receiver. Apart from the loss of liquid, the vapor may damage the vacuum pump. So advantage of this method is that it is safe. In comparison to applying pressure, reducing pressure method is safe. If a part of equipment fails, it will collapse and not explode. In applying pressure, the equipment can explode, but in reducing pressure, it cannot explode. Therefore, this method is commonly applied in laboratory where the apparatus is usually made of glass. However, in industry, the plant is usually constructed with metal that is able to withstand high pressure. So, you need to be very careful as to which method you are going to utilize. The last but not the least is centrifugal force. Centrifugal force could replace the gravitational force and is used to increase the rate of filtration. The principle behind centrifugation will be discussed later in my next coming lectures, right? But centrifugal force is very important to understand. So make sure you stay connected to the video lectures. Last but not the least is viscosity of the filtrate. Viscosity is very important when rate of filtration is you are selecting, right? And generally rate of filtration is inversely proportional to the viscosity of the fluid. This means the viscosity of the liquid, not the slurry, is important, since the resistance to flow occurs as the filtrate flows through the filter cake. If you remember, you might have performed a practical on lab scale based on viscosity, right? Raising the temperature of the liquid, which lowers the viscosity, may increase the rate of filtration. So, if you increase the temperature, that can lower the viscosity, and that then you will have the high chances of increase in rate of filtration. So, this is all for today. In my next coming lecture, we will be focusing on centrifugation. So, please stay connected. Thank you.